Hey, have you ever wondered how the smartest crooks in history got tripped up by the dumbest slip-ups? Picture this. A guy who sold the Eiffel Tower twice, only to get nailed because of a jealous girlfriend and a lousy parking spot. Or a serial killer who dodged the cops for decades, then hands them his name on a silver platter via an old-school floppy disk. These tailies are wild. They're real, and they're packed with that "you can't make this up" vibe. Stick around as we count down 10 criminal masterminds who crashed and burned thanks to ridiculous mistakes. Trust me, by the end, you'll be shaking your head in disbelief. We all love a good heist story or a true crime twist, right? These folks were legends in their own twisted ways, pulling off elaborate schemes, outsmarting authorities, living on the edge. But here's the kicker. It wasn't always some high-stakes chase or genius detective work that brought them down. Nope. Often it was sheer arrogance, a tiny oversight, or just plain bad luck. From the early 1900s to the digital age, these cases show that even the sharpest minds can fumble big time. Let's dive in. Starting from number 10. Number 10. Dennis Rader, the guy they call the BTK Killer for bind, torture, kill. This creep haunted Wichita, Kansas, for over 30 years, starting back in 1974. He took out 10 people, all while playing the part of your average Joe church leader, Cub Scout dad, even a city code enforcer. Crazy, huh? He taunted the cops with creepy letters, spelling details only he could know. Then, poof, he went quiet after his last kill in 1991. Cops figured he was dead or gone for good, especially with DNA tech not being what it is today. But in 2004, after all that silence, Rader couldn't resist the spotlight. He starts sending packages to the media again, craving that attention. In one, he straight up asks if a floppy disk could be traced. The police play along, saying through the news that, it'll be untraceable. Big mistake on his part. He mails one in, and boom, forensic experts dig into the metadata. Turns out it was last used at Christ Lutheran Church, and the username, Dennis. They zero in on him, match DNA from his daughter's medical records to old crime scenes, and arrest him in February 2005. He's been rotting in prison ever since latest mugshot from 2023 shows. He's still kicking, but that floppy disk, it ended 31 years of evasion. Talk about outdated tech biting you back. Mobbing to number 9. Frank Abagnale Jr., the ultimate con man, whose life inspired that Leonardo DiCaprio flick, Catch Me If You Can. This kid starts young runs away at 16 in the 1960s, forges checks, poses as a Pan Am pilot to hitch free rides worldwide. He claims he faked being a doctor, a lawyer, even cashed millions in bad checks before he hit 21. Authorities chased him across countries, but he kept slipping away by switching identities like outfits. What did him in? His ego. Frank loved the glamour, chatting up folks, bragging subtly. In France, 1969, airline staff spot, odd behavior, no real pilot knowledge, shining through. They tip off the cops, and he's nabbed. Witnesses pile on. Eyed in Himus, the smooth-talking fraudster who'd scammed Europe. Recent digs into his story suggest some tailies might be exaggerated. He was more a check forger than a master impersonator, but the core holds. His showboating drew eyes he couldn't outrun. After prison, he flipped sides, helping the FBI catch crooks. Proves that sometimes the spotlight you seek is the one that burns you. Number 8 takes us back to early 1900s England. George Joseph Smith, the Brides in the Bath Killer. This charmer placed personal ads, wooed lonely women, married them quick under fake names, then each drowned in a bathtub soon after, in different towns from 1912 to 1914. He collected insurance, vanished, repeated. Cops first wrote them off as accidents, no struggle marks, just tragic slips. But Inspector Arthur Neal connects the dots. Same-o, rushed weddings, policies in the hubby's favor. Proving murder. Tricky. How do healthy women drown in shallow water? Enter the wild courtroom demo. Female divers show how yanking legs underwater could stun and submerge someone fast. No fight. Hoorie buys it, convicts him in 1915. Hanged that August historical case. No new twists, but that bathtub reenactment, it turns secrecy into spectacle, exposing his scheme forever. At number 7, Victor Lustig, the slick operator who sold the Eiffel Tower not once, but twice in 1925. Posing as a French official, he tricks scrap dealers into thinking the tower's up for demo post-debut. One guy bites, pays big, including a bribe, victims too embarrassed to report it. So Lustig tries again, fluent in languages, charming as heck. He ran cons worldwide, even counterfeited cash in the U.S. during Prohibition. His end, personal, mess. In the 1930s, girlfriend Billie Mae finds out about his side chick, flips, and rats him to the Secret Service. He escapes jail in 1935, but a routine parking ticket ties him to a watched address, recaptured D's in Alcatraz in 1947. The man who conned icons, felled by jealousy and a ticket. Number 6, Richard Lee McNair, the escaped king, convicted of murder in North Dakota. 1987, he bolts 3 times. Most epith, 2006. From a Louisiana federal pen, hides in a crate among mailbags, gets trucked out literally, mails himself to freedom. Hours later, a cop stops him jogging in Oklahoma. McNair chats casually, convinces the officer he's just a runner, walks free despite matching the fugitive description. Lives low-key in Canada for 18 months. But in 2007, in New Brunswick, another cop spots a jittery early morning jogger. Sketchy answers. Check. Reveals the truth. Back in the slammer for life, no parole. Still there, as of recent reports, the guy who outwitted Max Security, caught mid-jog unreal. Halfway there, number 5. Albert Spaghiari, mastermind of France's 1976 heist of the century. Tunnels from nice sewers into Société Générale vault over Bastille Day weekend. Empties safe. Deposit boxers worth millions. Leaves a cheeky note. Without weapons, hatred, or violence. Cops struggle. But Denis points fingers. In court, 1977, distracts judge with fake ducks, jumps out window, lands on a car, hops on waiting motorcycle, gone. Lives fugitive till cancer takes him in 1989. Recent trials question if he was the true boss, but that escape cemented his legend. Number 4. James McCord, the Watergate burglar, ex-CIA, leads 1972 break-in at Democratic HQ. 2 bug offices for Nixon's re-election. Tapes door latches to keep him on luck. Simple trick. Security guard Frank Wills spots tape, removes it, returns, sees fresh tape. Calls cops. They bust the crew hiding with gear. Scandal snowballs. Nixon resigned 74. McCord died quietly in 2017, didn't break till 2019. A strip of tape toppled the presidency. Top 3, now number 3. John Dillinger, Depression-era bank robber, extraordinaire. Bold hits, jailbreaks, constant dodges. Gets crude plastic surgery in 34 to change his face. Hides with allies, but craves normalcy. Dates Anna Sage, the woman in red, actually orange dress, facing deportation. She tips FBI. He's hitting Chicago's Biograph Theater, July 22, 1934. Agents ambush post-movie Dillinger shot dead at 31. Betrayed for a movie night. Number 2. Anthony Corquillo, the Craigslist heist whiz. 2008, studies armored truck at Seattle Bank of America for months. Dresses as landscaper. Pepper sprays guard, grabs $400,000, flees via bike, woods, inner Tubon Creek, posts Craigslist ad for fake cleanup, crews him out as him. Decoys confuse cops, but post-heist launders cash via online buys, resales, accomplice flips, digital trail leads back. Sentenced to 6 years in 2009. Now reformed author. Speaker, Craigslist undid the perfect plan. And number 1, Rosso, Silk Roads, Dread Pirate Roberts, launches dark web drug bazaar in 2011. Anonymous trades via Bitcoin, rakes in millions, hides behind encryption. Feds track posts, chats. October 2013, nab him in San Francisco library distract. Grab open laptop logged into admin, life sentence in 15. The twist: Trump pardons him January 2025, after crypto lobby push, free after 11 years. Now speaking at Bitcoin events? Anonymity shattered by an unshut laptop. There you have it, 10 epic fails proving that crime doesn't pay. And even masterminds mess up in hilariously human ways. Whether it's tech slip-ups, ego trips, or bad Perican karma, these stories remind us: stay smart, stay legal. If this hooked you, drop a like, share your fave, and let's chat in the comments. Catch you next time.